Behind me is a Lincoln Cathedral, which I think is one of the most impressive, if not the most impressive, religious buildings in the world. And in this video, I aim to take some pictures of the cathedral here at night. And just to make it a little bit more challenging for me, I'm going to use my Olympus EM1 Mark II, but I'm specifically going to use my 45mm lens to take the pictures of this cathedral. Of course, the challenging part of using the 45mm to take pictures of the cathedral is that it's not a wide-angle lens. It's quite a tight cropped-in lens, and 45mm in micro four thirds is equivalent to 90mm full frame. So it really is a portrait lens and not really ideally suited for taking pictures of landscape, buildings, architecture, that sort of stuff. And that's what's going to make it interesting. That's what's going to make this challenge that I've set myself a bit more difficult. Of course, it would be really easy for me to take a shot using my 17mm lens, nice wide angle, and look really good, but that's not what I'm trying to do. That's not the challenge. You may have seen video of me taking pictures of the cathedral in the past. And that's because it's such an iconic, such an important building in Lincoln. It's such a main focal point. Along with the castle, you just can't miss it. And if you have seen videos of me taking pictures of the cathedral and you've not subscribed to my channel, well, this is a great time to subscribe. So why not give the channel a subscription and make my day? That would be awesome. I've said this in the past in previous videos, and I've also done a couple of reviews of this lens. But the 45mm f1.8 is a fantastic lens. It's really, really sharp. It's really cheap. It's super small, super light. And if you've got a micro four thirds camera and you're looking to buy another lens, there's no question whatsoever, this is the lens to buy. Get this lens. It's really cheap, £100 or $100. And you've got yourself a really, really nice portrait lens that you can just have in your bag. It's really small and you won't even know you've got it. This image I usually take close up with a wider lens, and one of the reasons why I'm not far back is it's got this horrible light. There's a street lamp just about here on the image, but I can come back a bit, which I have, but it brings that light into the shot. And what I'm doing, I'm underexposing the shot because I want to try and take that light out as much as I can. But I've got the road in the ground. I've got that building there, and obviously the cathedral in front. I'm going underexposing f4, and I'm just going to 2-second timer, and there you go. So hopefully that'll come out okay. Let's have a look at that on the back of the camera, see what that looks like. So that's the underexposed shot, and as you can see, there's not too much light around it. It's a bit purple. I can take that out, and hopefully I can bring this up. What I might actually do is do a second shot and merge the two together. I think that might actually be better. And there's the second image, so we can have a look at that on the back of the camera as well. That's much lighter at the bottom, and you see the actual cathedral there. It's burnt out in places, so I can merge those two together and hopefully make a nice composite. I've walked down to the bottom of the cobbled street called Michaelgate, and you often see really nice shots taken from this angle, and you often see the wonky house in the foreground and the cathedral in the background. And I think this will take a nice shot. What I've decided to do is, instead of going for a portrait, a vertical shot, I'm going for horizontal, doing a proper wide landscape, and in that way I'm going to get all the towers in and everything that's interesting. Obviously, I will have a little bit less foreground, but still, I think it's still taking a nice shot. Let's go and have a look at this shot now. So in this shot, I've gone for f4 again. I've slightly underexposed again, just to try to bring out the light in the cathedral. Unfortunately, what you find of pictures of the cathedral is where the main light hits the cathedral, it can become blown out. So sometimes you have to underexpose, otherwise you lose there's too many highlights. So I'm going for a 2-second shot here, and let's go and do this now. Let's just take a picture of that. I'll focus on one of the towers, and we'll have a look at that straight away and see what that comes out like. The cathedral was started in 1072, and since that time it has sort of been built upon and improved, and it has fallen down as well. But the fact is that there's some parts of this building that's over 950 years old. That's incredible to think that building has been standing for pretty much 1,000 years. And it's a building that's been continuously used in that time. So in the whole of its life, it's been used by people for not only just for religious activities, but as a meeting place where people can come and go. This image, I've gone back to portrait, and mainly because, of course, it is an upright building. Let's face it, it has towers, so it works better as a portrait shot. I've got these lights on the right-hand side of the image that I'd like to sort of bring out and for them to be part of the image. And I've gone underexposed Y1 stop just because I really want to make sure I get those lights in the shot. And I've put the cathedral tower on the left third, and that's kind of what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to go 2-second timer, give that a chance, and well, let's see how that comes out. There are lots of really cool distant shots you can get of the cathedral, especially with being so high on top of a hill. It can be seen from miles away, and you can get some really nice shots of the cathedral from the west and the south common. But in truth, I just want to stay close to home, close to the cathedral, and not go too far. It's such a cold night, I don't really want to stay out late. I am revisiting quite a few of those shots that I've taken many times before, but I rarely take them with this 45mm lens. So as I said, this offers a completely different challenge for me to try to get the shot with this 45mm lens and to make it interesting. For this image, I've got the castle on the right-hand side and the cathedral on the left. I've still got f4 because f4 is the sweet spot of this lens. And as you can see, I've got the 3 turrets, the 3 towers are all lined up nicely. And yeah, just going to take this shot, 2-second timer. Oh, f4, let's go. That should be all right, that should be nice. There's this light at the bottom, which I'm going to try to have to sort of dim down a bit because it's obviously going to take away from the image. But generally, I think that will be okay. Thanks very much indeed for watching this video of the cathedral at night using the 45mm lens. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, why not give it a like? That would be awesome. Once again, thank you very much indeed for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.